Alright guys, the weather is lousy. The wind is... okay, sounded like a brake pad catching the disc. The wind is howling and the rain's eased off a bit at the minute, but the wind is howling, definitely. I'll be shocked if we don't get a tree down. There was one down the other week when we had the winds up, actually, just on the way into the town. I had to go around the other way to get in. So, I'm just on my way to Tesco's, just got a few little bits to buy. I'm actually going to go into Tesco's car park via another route. And I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. Somebody, for some reason, said do a vlog about it. Now, why I don't know. I've got no bloody interest in it. And what it was yesterday. Yesterday, Driftfield's new B&M store opened. Not for me. It was. It'll have been heaving. I've no intention to go in there unless the wife says, "Oh, there's such and such in B&M, can you go and pick me it up?" Other than that, I will not be going in the place. They've obviously picked that building because it's directly opposite Wilkinson's, who, like, you know, they're sort of in a bit of competition with them in so much as they do. It's a cross between Wilkinson's and Pound Stretches, isn't it, really? So, you know. But yeah, what they've done is they're in a building that originally, when I first moved to the area in 79, I believe, I think back then it was a Frank D's, which is like a small supermarket chain. I don't know if this still exists anywhere, to be honest. I hope you can still hear me over this wind, actually. It's really giving the car a buffeting about. And then they closed down, and it was taken over and run for some years by Quick Save. Now I'm not sure whether Quick Save bought Frank D's or whether they just took over the building, I couldn't tell you. And Quick Save ran for a lot of years. You know, they were a cheap supermarket chain. And then it eventually closed down. I can't even remember how long ago, a few years ago now. And Tesco's snapped up the building. Now, Tesco's are in a building that when I came to the area was the William Lowe's, which are the Scottish supermarket, aren't they? And yeah, Tesco's took that building over and they bought this. Now, the reason they bought it is because there's a dividing wall between the two car parks. Now, that dividing wall has since been knocked down by Tesco's and they extended into the car park. And they just tidied up where the wall used to be, so you had basically double the car park space. And they quite happily let people use it to go shopping downtown with a 2-hour parking limit. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen now. Now, what happened was Tesco's put a few different plans in for expanding their store, which I was all for. I wouldn't have really cared how it looked. And I don't know whether... I think basically what was going to happen was what was the Quick Save was going to get flattened. And I think that was going to allow greater access into the site area to allow the big wagons in. And basically everything just got objected to, the whole thing. So hence we still have a boxy crap Tesco's. You know, with no real electronics department or anything like that. You know, we get deals on every now and then. Just had a bit of tree twig hit me. Yeah, there's a tree getting locked down there. So yeah, we just have a useless Tesco's. Yeah, you can go down the road about between 15 and 20 miles from here. There's another town called Market Wheaton, smaller town than Driftfield. And it has got an absolutely stunning Tesco's with a really good electronics department, tool department and everything like that. So, you know, it's rather annoying when you come to Driftfield, which is a bigger town, it's more populated, and it's getting more populated as more housing goes up, and we've still got this crap little Tesco's. You know, but yeah, all the plans got opposed. So basically, I believe Tesco's sold it again, and B&M have bought it. But I could be wrong. It could just be that they rent it to them. But that begs the question: if they've sold it to them, what's going to happen with the car park? Are they just going to rebuild the wall? Have they sold them a smaller piece of the car park, or have they not given them any car park at all? So I'm not sure how they're going to run that, whether they're just going to keep it all as their car park and still just give everybody the 2 hours grace on parking. So yeah, it's but yeah, I don't know why somebody wanted me to do a vlog on it. Don't even know who they are. I mean, they must live reasonably locally or know of the town of Driffield to have even commented on it, and how they even found me, because I don't think they're even subscribed to me, to be honest. They could be, I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to go past this turning now, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going past a little mini roundabout. So here we are in the streets of Driffield, and the camera's pointing down a little bit actually, but you'll still see it. And if you look, you can see B&M on the right there. And it's a brand new store, just opened yesterday. They started work on it a few weeks back, and it's now open. So there you go, guys. That's that request seen to, and I am now going to go and see if I can get parked somewhere. Where are we? I just want to get through into the Tesco's half if I can. This bit can get quite busy with people shopping at this end of town. Right, so this is where the wall used to be, right here where these trees are actually. And I'm going to go where I normally do, which is just round here. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle walking around today. So yeah, that was the new B&M store. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know why somebody wanted me to vlog about it. Maybe they just want some free advertising. Although it's not getting advertised to many, because these vlogs don't get that many views. You know, I mean, the main point of these vlogs is, I don't know, I suppose it's I'm doing it for me. Originally I set it up doing it for me. I don't even really know where it's going, to be honest. I suppose, you know, the internet's always going to be there. And it's something for future generations to look back at, isn't it? I mean, it's like now, you know, if you want to find out who your great-great-great-great-grandfather was or whatever, you right now would have to go through one of these heritage sites. You know what I mean, anyway. One of these family tree sites, and pay them some money and trace your family back. Whereas right now, you know, obviously in the future, people are going to be able to look back and say, well, that was in there. Now I know a bit more about him, how he lived, things like that. So I don't know, really. I enjoy doing it anyway, so that's the main point. So anyway, I'm going to go and get these few bits anyway, guys. There's crap out there. I'm just giving it a bit longer before I put my veg on the meats in. Got my Yorkshire pudding mix done, so yeah. What was it last week? Yeah, was it Tuesday? It always messes with my head. When was it? Yeah, Tuesday night, about tea time, I went off and did Shepton Mallet. Well, it's about 5-hour drive, something like that. Worked there and then came back the following morning, so I was back about 5 AM? No, I can't remember. But anyway, it was yeah, quite a night out. So yeah, it's I've got some more of that this week, although it's not as far. It's just Durham and Newcastle. We go to one in Durham just near Dragonville, and then up to the shopping centre in Newcastle to do a bar there, and then come back. So that's like set off early morning, sort of leave about 5, something like that. And then sometime before Christmas we've got Edinburgh to do, which is another 5-hour drive. So yeah, it's all good fun. So I'll have to get the energy drinks in. But the wife needs the car. She needs my car because her carers haven't got a big enough car for her big wheelchair, and she needs it Wednesday, and I think she's wanting it tomorrow for some reason. I don't know why. Shopping, I think, Christmas shopping. They've been getting presents in and getting some wrapping done and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's been a hectic week. Had a lot of deliveries out and about to Hull. About 3 days did I go out, or 2 days? I can't remember. Just know it was quite busy. So yeah, it's been all go really at work, and it still is. It's gotten sort of like busy again. Still waiting for a bit of stock to come in and stuff like that. We had one job turn up, and I had to take my car to take it, and it's just one filter. It's a carbon unit, and the carbon is baked into slabs and then put inside a steel shell, and this thing weighs in at about 80 kilos, so that I had to sit in the back of my car and be driven down to Hull. It's a 2-man job to lift it, sort of thing, but really even then you're pushing the limits. It should realistically be put on a pallet and forklift. So when I got to the other end, I said, if you drop a pallet out, we'll put it there. He says, why, how heavy is it? I said, well, you wanted it, you must know how heavy they are. He says, no. I says, they're 80 kilos. Oh, alright then. So we'll put a pallet at the back of the car and slid it out onto that. You just would have thought he'd realise how heavy they are. But yeah, we do a lot of deliveries into Hull. Basically, I use my car because it's the biggest line, and just ram it full and drive down to Hull. Usually start at one side and run all the way through to the other and come out under the Humber Bridge or something. So yeah, it's been quite busy with that sort of stuff, and little rush jobs getting them finished to get them out, and there's still quite a few to do really. But anyway, that's work. I've still got some videos I need to get done. Some of them are like partially done, and I've still got more to add to them. And then I think, what have I got? I've got a couple of unboxings to do. I've got one. It's if you remember that syllable Bluetooth transmitter I did, which is like aimed at musicians for plugging into like the electric guitar so they can listen to it over headphones late at night. I've got something similar to that, except this one is a transmitter and a receiver, so you can use it for both. Something I wanted to try. I don't know if I've got one around. I'm just trying to think if I've got I want a TRRS mobile mic, lavalier type, and you know, I mean, I can plug it straight into this music for vlogging and it'll make the audio come out better. I was just interested in trying one on one of those Bluetooth transmitters and just see if you could do it wirelessly to the phone. You know, so you could just have like a short mic and just put the transmitter in your pocket, and it would save having a lead to the phone. I don't think it will work. I'm pretty sure it won't with a mobile device. Certainly not with an iPhone anyway, but it's worth trying, you know. Like I said, don't think it'll work. I've tried it with other microphones, but they're not TRRS, they're just TRS. So, you know, they only work with cameras like. It's to do with the gap sizes, isn't it, between the metal parts on the plug. Because a TRRS, it fools the socket on your phone into thinking that you've plugged in a headphone, basically. So anyway, I've got to sort of get on a bit with tea, and then I've got to go out to Driffield again yet, so all good fun, guys, definitely. So I'll catch up later anyway, guys. See this, guys, I love this stuff. Difficult to get hold of, but absolutely love it. But the one problem is, see that little cut, that's just been bleeding like hell because they have a ring pull top. Yeah, pain in the arse then. It's quite sore, excuse me. I've just been ramming the last Yorkshire pudding down, mopping my gravy up with it. Yeah, so tea has gone down very well. Lovely bit of beef. Everything seemed to come out alright. The wife's favourite part is the gravy, strangely enough. That's her favourite part of the meal. Usually is. She's just a real gravy fanatic. So, yeah, so I've just been looking at them drones again. And something that sort of irks me about these shops that sell them. And, you know, if you go to like the professional places and services that sell these things, and then they read you the Riot Act, and they offer training as well for the FCC rules. Is it the FCC? Something like that, anyway, or ACC. Yeah, it's the regulating body for flying, basically, in this country. And they'll do the training for you and all that. It's usually like a 2.5 day course. And one of the rules are that you don't fly out of line of sight. And I've looked into this one before, but then that very same shop will then sell you some FPV goggles. And technically, you are then out of line of sight because you can't see the drone. You're seeing directly through the camera. So, to me, that sort of like contradicts the whole ethos of them being a professional setup. So I don't know really how that sits really, but I know like other countries you can go abroad and fly them and stuff like that. But yeah, it was I wasn't too sure about that one really. So yeah, I don't think I'll be getting one for a long while anyway, because I sort of decided that if I was going to get another one, it'd be a good quality one, and also got to keep an eye on the laws because the rules are about to start changing. I think the main thing that's going to happen is, rather than a governing body push the laws even harder, I think it's more likely you're just going to see a lot more people getting done for more like sort of domestic offences, like privacy content, looking through somebody's window with it, or landing it in a neighbour's garden or something like that. I think that's more the sort of stuff that's going to happen, to be honest. Yeah, I've got another. It's just starting to bleed again. That. So yeah, I'm going to get this vlog wound up actually, guys, because I've still got to disappear off out again, and then of course all this has to be edited and put up. Although, like I said before, a lot of editing, I only edit little bits off on my vlogs. It's I like it to be, I suppose, just as raw as possible. Sometimes I add some fun elements to it. So I've got my first load on in the dishwasher anyway. I've still got some other bits and pieces that need doing, but yeah, I've just got this one more trip into Driffield to do. I've been and bought those big bloomers that you get like from what they call tiger loaf. That's it, tiger bloomer. I just bought one with cheese on. It looks awesome. Look at that. Really nice. £1. So yeah, we're having that tomorrow because the wife's going out. They're keeping tea fairly simple. They're using some stew that we had in the freezer that was made last week, I think. So we're going to be having that and then some bread to go with it. So that should be nice. I look forward to that, especially the weather the way it is. You know, when it's you just want some heartwarming food, don't you? When it's like this. So yeah, I've got. There was something else I wanted to go on about. Was it? No, I can't remember, you know. But cat, he's getting quite ill. I think our cat. He's well, not ill. It's his age. I think. I think he's coming towards the end of his life. He's what is he? He's 16 or 17 this year. I can't remember. And you know, he's never really been in any trouble without hardly ever even had to take him to the vets. You know, he's just been a really good cat. But he's going off his food. And at first I thought, well, maybe it's his teeth hurting him. But then you can put like some really good quality meat down, like cuts of chicken, which, you know, is what we've been sort of helping to keep him going. It's like this beef, he'll get some of this, you see. You give him stuff like that, he'll wolf it down. But he's going off actual cat food, and it's not even the cheap stuff, you know, it's like decent, you know, it's Whiskers like, which is what he likes, so yeah, that might be the next thing. So we'll just have to keep an eye on him, basically. He's spending more and more time in, quick dash out for the toilet and then back in, you know, he hasn't been messing inside or anything, so, you know, can't complain. It's just a matter of letting out, but he likes to keep warmer these days. One of his favourite places, there's a radiator under the living room window, and it's a double panel one, so it's quite thick. And if you've got a towel or anything drying over it or all like that, he'll go and sit on it. He just sits on the radiator, keeping his arse warm. So yeah, he's obviously, you know, the wise animals, cats, aren't they? They always find where's best to be. So yeah. So I know Robert Cooper's been very busy as well, hasn't he, with his coffee at the minute. He's been doing a lot of delivery work, same as me. So, but yeah, I sort of, you know, I do sort of look forward to work because, you know, it gives me mind something else to think about other than what's going on at home. But yeah, I've got to go, like I say, I've got to go away again a couple more times at least, possibly 3, I don't know yet, so it's just a matter of wait and see for that. But yeah, so just we normally sort of like one of us or both of us will get some cans of Monster or something like that to help keep us awake for the drive and what have you. So you know, plenty of caffeine, you know, and then if we pull over, it's a coffee and a sandwich or something like that, just to keep us ticking over. But like I say, the next one's only a couple of hours up the road, sort of thing, so it's not that bad. It's just that normally we used to do that with a third one. So what we used to have to do was we used to have to go to the third one. We've already done it this year, and that's Darlington. And normally what we would do is we'd go up to Durham, book in at the hotel, and drop our bags off and everything. Then come back to Darlington, do the job there, then go back to Durham, get a few hours sleep. Had to be there first thing 7 o'clock in the morning for when they open, to get the job done before they can turn their all the stuff on in the kitchen. And then from there we go on to Newcastle, like. But yeah, it's a real sort of carry on, like. But this time it's only Durham and Newcastle, so we won't even be bothering to stay the night because they're only short jobs, you see. And the Newcastle one is just like the kitchen in a bar, you know. That's like is it the gate? Yeah, it's the gate at Newcastle, isn't it? The shopping centre in there. And it's just as you go in through the main doors. Actually, it's bar banner time. So. Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to get that done next week anyway. Yep. The wife's on the move in her bed. I can hear the bed creaking. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I've still got plenty I've got to get done. So, hope you all have a good week at work. stay safe with the weather and everything, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers guys, see you.